Hello, everyone. This is my presentation of the Module 2.4 President Analysis. So the building that I chose for this president is called Las Americas Housing Complex. It is in Leon, Mexico. It is designed by Soil Architects. It was built in 2021, and it has 60 housing units. So a little bit about this building and a little bit about its surrounding context of the city of Leon. It's very similar to Los Angeles. Of course, it's not nearly as large, but there are a very high amount of single-use buildings and single-family homes in the area. As you can see in this image here, there's the President Building, and then it's surrounded on one side by all of these shorter buildings taking up lots of space. The urban sprawl is going very unchecked. And that was something that the architects had expressed they wanted to combat, was to build a little more vertically rather than horizontally. And that is something that they've done in this building here. And another thing that they've expressed was a concern for the people who would be living in their apartment complex, who are used to living in their own building, in their own home. And so they kept that in mind when designing the units so that people would sort of feel like they had their own home and had their own space and wouldn't be deterred from living in that building. And so here we can see a plan view, and in the center are some courtyards, and this is public access marked here in this diagram, public space. There's some shared space area within the building that the residents are able to use. And then there are the private spaces, which are the apartments marked in red. Then here in this diagram on the right, we can see the sort of distance in feet and the height and width of this building. So there's some stepping of the roofs, and that was something I was interested in my own design. And so I had looked into that sort of stepping and those differences. And then here's another diagram showing the courtyards there at the bottom that you're able to go into on the ground level, and then some shared spaces marked in green and the private housing units marked in red. And here are my hand traced drawings of the professional architects drawings that I got online. And I didn't sketch over everything. I just sort of wanted to emphasize some things. So here in the drawing on the left, it is the floor plan. I wanted to sort of emphasize where the rooms were, where the rooms are going, how the space is used, and then the central courtyards as well. Of course, that's something I'm interested in using in my design. And then there is one outside facing walkway here on the top of the drawing. That is something I'm also interested in, of sort of having an outdoor, outside walkway that people can interact with, because again, Leon and Los Angeles are sort of similar. The climate is pretty well adjusted year round. That's something I would be interested in, is seeing the possibility of using that. And then here again on the right, we have the stepped roof heights, these differing heights, shared spaces with housing, and then public courtyards there at the bottom, showing again differing roof heights and these central courtyards here in this axon trace. And so overall, the Las Americas building has nearly every design aspect that I want to employ in my design, and I will be taking all of these aspects moving forward. Thank you very much.